Here's what Jose Mourinho had to say about how happy Bale is. Now, it's really not from Mourinho. It's kind of via Sergio Reguilon, but, you know, there's context. It is great to listen from Serge, as he calls him, who shared the dressing room with him in Madrid, that he looks a different guy. So if he is happy with us and then he goes home and he can share that happiness with his family, it is the best thing that can happen to him. He needs his football. He needs to feel a top player again. Shaka, who would have thought that Jose Mourinho, of all people, is the ray of sunshine that Gareth Bale needed?
Yeah, I know. You never knew what to expect with Gareth Bale coming back to Spurs and playing under Jose Mourinho and how he'd be employed. But I think this speaks to how despondent and Gareth Bale grew in Madrid and back to a club that he knows well. His own stock has risen considerably since then. He can and rightly be seen as the star in this team, even with a team that includes Harry Kane. And I expect, as many do, expect a big season out of Gareth Bale. And what a game to start it with. West Ham, who've not fared well against Spurs over recent years, though they seem to have turned their own corner, judging by how poorly they started this season at home to Newcastle. But this is a game that Spurs will be looking forward to, that I think Spurs quite possibly romp home with, and Gareth Bale will be even more smiles by the end of it.
Right. Ale, is it just as simple as that? He's happy now and we're going to get old school Gareth Bale?
No, it isn't.
Why not?
Because you don't just go from sitting and playing golf to all of a sudden being world-class once again. And this is what Gareth Bale has been over the last couple of seasons, where we haven't seen him on the field. He's been injured. Oh, shocking. Why hasn't he played up until this point with Spurs? Because he was injured. And so there has to be a point in which Gareth Bale has to show that full fitness. Gareth Bale looks like he was 5 years ago. Oh, well, but 5 years have gone by. So the body doesn't react the same. And so to expect Gareth Bale to be what he was, I think it's unrealistic. Now, for moments, he may be that. But for long stretches of time, I don't think so.
Don, real quick, look, Gareth Bale, Spurs, it seems to have a cocktail for a disaster, especially when you throw in Jose Mourinho there. But how much do Spurs actually need him? You know, before the break, they dropped 6 on United. They dropped 7 in Europa League. This was a team in an attack specifically that was working very well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they need him because he's a world-class player, or can be a world-class player. I'm pretty sure he'll get back to that level. The difficulty for Jose is tearing apart or taking apart the team that beat Man United so comfortably. You know, Eric Lamela, I think, is one of Jose's favourites. He might not be a favourite of fans around the world, but, you know, whatever he's called upon, he does a job for him. Son's in terrific form, and Harry Kane's playing as a different Harry Kane. He doesn't seem as selfish anymore. He might still be obsessed with the number of goals that he's getting, but the amount of assists that Harry Kane's got since the start of the season has been phenomenal. So Jose might just tweak it slightly. I'd be stunned if he starts Gareth Bale. It might be just a game too early for him. He might be able to learn a little bit from sitting on the bench, but with him coming in and Reguilon coming in at left back, you know, from match day 1 when Everton absolutely tore Tottenham apart, Tottenham couldn't get hold of the ball. I've never seen a performance like it where Everton just dominated the ball for about an hour. You know, it was all doom and gloom, and then all of a sudden Gareth Bale joins and Reguilon comes, and all of a sudden the results come, and then there's a feel-good factor. All the Tottenham fans are now are not even thinking top 4. They think they can actually genuinely, you know, contend for the league. That's how much the Gareth Bale signing means to them.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.